Hi everyone, it's Rachel with Rachel Super Cute Creations, and I have been gone on a hiatus for a while now, and I'm back. So I appreciate all of you who have reached out and wanted to know how I was doing. I was gone because I had to take care of some family members, and so I was not anywhere near where I could record. And so I've missed you all so much. Please say hello if you are out there. I'd love to know who's here. And if you're on the replay, please say hello. So we are going to do something totally different. Whoops. And I know this says Facebook, but this is still the same with, if you could give me a thumbs up, a heart, and share this with people who you might think might like this project. We are going to make some embellishments from screen. Sorry, goodness, lost my mind there. And look at how cool these are, you guys. You can actually make them into pockets if you wanted to. And so you could, wouldn't that be cute? You can use them to dress up the front of your journals. And we're going to do these today. So I am also going to be having kits with tutorials, full tutorials on how to do this that are going to be coming up. So if you have not checked out I do have a Facebook page, Super Cute Creations, and I can put that up there. But also you can email me. I'll put my email in the comments. You can email me and I can get you on my mailing list. So my email list, so that when you have new things coming up that you can know what's going on. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put my email in here real quick. All right. So we are going to paint some of these, and they're really easy. And because it's summer, it's very hot here in Michigan right now. I'm going to go ahead and paint some flowers. And we're going to make a couple of different embellishments today. I'm just using washi tape to tape this down. Hi, everybody. Please say hello over on the right-hand side so I know who's in here. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And please, if you like this video, share it with someone that you think might like this project too. Okay, so I just taped down some pieces here. And the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get my tin foil. And for this first one right here, I love lavender, you guys. I love it so much. So I'm going to paint some lavender. If I can get my paint here. Okay. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm grabbing some of that green. I'm going to grab a little bit of light green as well. Now, when you're doing this project, you want to make sure you have a little bit heavier bodied paint when you're working with this. And I am just going to work with a 5-inch round, okay? So I'm going to come straight down. We're going to make the stem of my lavender. So I'm just coming straight down here. And what you want to do is you want to fill. This little piece is not cooperating, so I'm going to put another piece of tape down. What you want to do is you want to fill the squares with paint. And I've never done a lavender piece before, so this might not work. I normally do things that are a little bit bigger, but we'll try it. All right, so I'm just giving it a few little sprouts of green. All right, and now I'm going to grab some purple. And you do not need a lot of paint to do this project. Those of you who are watching, please say hello so I can say hello to you. Hope everybody's having a great day. So happy to be back on my YouTube channel. It's been so long. Too long. Too long. Too long, too long. All right. So now, to make this, I'm just going to do a dot and then I'm going next to it. And then I'm going to fill it in and we're going to just go next to it. Now, this is not going to be perfect because, yeah, I think this one might be really hard to see. We might have to do a bigger flower, you guys. But that's okay. It's trial and error, right? We'll see how it goes. If it doesn't work out, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. So I don't know. This one might not show because it's kind of really detailed and it's not wanting to stick down into the paint. And I think it's because the screen is really small. But that's okay. We're going to let that one dry. We'll see what happens. I want to do a purple flower on here. I think that'll be pretty. So we're going to start, need a little bit of yellow. And I'm going to use a 3/4 inch brush. This one should be easier for you to see as well as the paint should work a little bit better because it's a bigger square. So I'm just putting the center in here. I'm just getting a semi-round circle to start. Much better. The paint is definitely sitting in there better. Okay. And now I'm going to grab some purple. And we're just going to do a petal here. Just like that. Please go over and say hello so I can say hello to you. Over on the right, I'd love to know who's watching today. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. So I'm just going to make these petals. Oh, and I have a goober on my paint here. There we go. Don't quite need that much, but this goober out of here. All right, and so you just want to make sure you're filling it up. So you're loading that paint right on top of that screen. And when it dries, what will happen is that paint will stay in that screen. And it just makes a gorgeous embellishment, a very unique embellishment. I have not seen any other junk journalers out there using it, using this technique. I will have these kits for sale, as I said, so you can check me out. Just send me an email at rachelreed2014. I also have a Facebook page. If those of you who are on Facebook It's Super Cute Creations and Rachel, Super Cute Creations Rachel, and you'll find me on there. And I do all kinds of tutorials on there as well. But this is just fun and it's unique and it gives your journal or a page of your journal a totally different texture. And it's just fun, 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 fun. So I'm just making these petals. Now, I recommend that you let this dry overnight. Give it a good 24 hours because you're going to think it's dry and it's not. That paint has to dry on the underneath too. So because you have it on plastic, you're going to think it's dry, but it is not dry. All right. So these petals right here are looking kind of smushed together, and that's okay because we're going to go in and we're going to do some highlighting. So it's not going to look quite as squished together as it did. But you can do anything you want. The only thing that's difficult on the screen to do is lettering. Like if you're trying to letter something, that gets really difficult. Everybody is so quiet today. I'm wondering, is the messaging not working properly? Normally I get at least one person that'll say hello. All right. I'm going to bring some more yellow in here. And I need to make it a little bit wider. Oops, I got a little bit of purple in there, but that's okay. Because we're going to let it dry a little bit and we'll go right over top of it. All right. It's kind of a little muddy, but that's all right. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is I'm going to come in with my number 5 brush and I'm going to put some highlights in. So I'm taking this light purple and I'm not pushing it in this time. This time I'm just coming in and laying it on top, okay? I'm just laying it, giving it a little bit of texture. So we're just going to lay that on top. And you can have all kinds of fun. I mean, this is just a fun, fun project. When the kits are out, you'll have plenty of all the supplies you need. It will come with the paint. It'll come with paint brushes. It'll come with a heavier bodied paint, which is what I normally like to work with. Right now I'm just using craft paints because I wanted to use something that you all might have at home. But I will send you a heavier bodied paint, which makes it a little bit easier to work with. And it definitely makes it easier when it comes to, just filling in the screen. And then you'll get a tutorial, which you can play at your leisure. And you'll get, like I said, all the supplies. You'll get some tracers in there. It's just going to be fun. There, see, it's coming together now. Maybe has a couple too many petals, but that's okay. It's whimsical. I want it to be whimsical. All right, I want to grab a little bit of white. And it's just really fun to play with. If you don't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate that. It definitely helps so others can see it. As I said, if you wouldn't mind sharing, let me know if, I would love to know who's in here. I'm not sure if the chat's working because nobody has said hello. So I hope the chat's working. Just coming in with a little bit of white and I'm just giving it a little bit of texture here. And I like to do lots of layers, especially when I'm doing flowers. You can do simple shapes, but the more texture you do, the better. It just seems to work out so much better when you do that. All right. I'm going to grab my 1/2 inch brush now. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the center in here more yellow. There we go. My purple's really wet because I'm using basic craft paint. When you use the heavier bodied paint, it tends to stick in there a little bit better and you don't have as many issues with that. But that's fine. I wanted to make sure you guys, it would be something you had access to if you wanted to try this at home tonight. All right, so there's our center. And then one of the things I love to do, which I think is so fun, is I love to put little dots in the center of flowers, just like I did right here. So we're going to grab some orange, and then I'm going to grab some of this pure gold. And the pure gold is very, very thin, so I don't know how that's going to work. It'll be okay. So I'm just taking the end of my brush, and I'm just making some dots on here. All right, and let's do some orange dots. And we're just coming in and we're just building more and more texture as we go. Okay. And I don't know that I love that orange, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of swirl it. And I'm going to pull it up because I didn't like it. And that's the cool thing about acrylic is if it's something you don't like, you can pull it up and you can start over. Just thought that orange was just a little, it just didn't work with what I was going for. So I'm just lifting it up. Simple as that. And we're going to go back in and we're going to just lay down some more of that yellow. And I think we're just going to leave the gold. I liked the gold on there, so I think we're just going to leave the gold. Just coming in. It's got kind of a gold tint to it now, and I'm okay with that. And I'm going to let that dry, and we're going to work on another flower while that one's drying, and we'll come back and fix that one. Okay, so the next one I want to do, I'm going to flip it this way. Is let's just do a heart. Let's just do a fun, whimsical heart because hearts can be used in a lot of junk journal embellishments. So we're going to start. Start by making the base here with this purple. And I'm laying that paint right on top because I want it to hold down my canvas or my Sorry, my screen, not my canvas. I'm not working with canvas today, Rachel. All right, so we have our heart. And now I think we should go in and we should do it again. But this time I want to be very whimsical. And I want to just come down here. I'm just turning my brush to get that edge. And we're getting kind of a blended white, beautiful white and purple look. And this is going to be so cool. This could go on an ATG card. It could go on a tag. It could go on the front of your journal. It could go on a pocket. Like, I can see so many different ways that you could use these embellishments. And then I feel like I need a pop of red right in the center. So I'm going to grab just a little bit of this bright red. And I'm going to grab my number 5 brush. And I'm taking the water out of it. And we're going to put a heart right here in the center. So I hope you like this project. If you like this, please, please give me a thumbs up. It's definitely not something I've seen before where people are using them actually in their journals. I think it's just a cool technique. I think it's something brand new that we can start using to embellish. It's great for mixed media as well. So all you mixed media artists out there, you know, this is another great way to just add some texture. And we just created this super cute, super cute embellishment. And I think I want a little bit of black. So let me find my black. I want a little bit of black on there to finish that off. These could also be put on the front of cards. You could paint these and put them on the front of cards. Wouldn't that be cool to get something like this? People would be like, what is that? It looks like screen. I just think it would be awesome. And you can just play all day with this technique. There you go. And now we just created some gorgeous embellishments. And the other thing I love about this is when you use the heavy bodied paint, you can actually create texture in the center. So I'm pouncing my brush up and down because that is going to leave a texture in my flower when it dries. All right, let's grab a little bit of this rose gold. All right, let's do our dot technique one more time. Oh yes, I definitely like the rose gold better. I love metallic paints. If you haven't played with metallic paints, you want to play with some metallic paints. They are so fun. The only issue with metallic paints is that you can use a baby wipe to wipe off just about any acrylic paint. If you're using a metallic, though, sometimes the metallic leaves kind of a shiny finish. So you want to be careful about that. All right, there we go. So we just did some quick mixed media on screen, and when you're done, you end up with a piece like this. It can be a pocket, it can go on top of your journal, it can be layered. It looks beautiful layered. You could put that on a card. So I hope you like that. Please remember, give me a thumbs up, and I hope everybody has a great day. Bye.